4.7 del Genshin. Hostia, mola mucho el arte que es prácticamente el arte es este, mola muchísimo. La verdad, mola muchísimo el arte. Así que nada, ahora prácticamente en unos 4 minutitos va a comenzar. Dainself.
He's highly knowledgeable, and he likes to share his observations with others. She has a cold and stern exterior, and her spotless battle record has earned her renown throughout Fontaine.
Con subtítulos.
She is an unusual-looking Melusine with an equally unique perspective on the world.
Hostia, bien.
And now, their voice actors have all gathered here today to deliver the version 4.7 special program.
Can't believe we're actually all here.
Hacían falta esto.
Hello, travelers. My name is Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler. Today, our hosts for the special program include...
Vale, muchas gracias por pasarte.
Hello, everybody. I'm Yuri Lowenthal,
Por pasarte, Fénix. Muchísimas gracias. Se
agradece. You know me
agradece.
from all those new character intro videos and occasionally dropping lore on y'all.
And I'm Sarah Williams, the voice of the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede, Sigewinne. She's there keeping everybody all healthy and nice and making sure everybody feels good.
And hey everyone, I'm Crystal Lee, the voice of Fontaine's champion duelist, Clorinde. Pew pew pew, let's get it.
All right, nice. So we've got a traveler, a man of mystery, a duelist, and a healer. I think it's the perfect adventuring party. Huh, what a wild coincidence, you guys. I just received an invitational letter to a new domain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not a
imagine that.
coincidence.
Gee willikers, where did that come
That's
from?
just destiny.
Yeah, definitely. You know, this new domain seems to be right behind us, but in order to complete the challenge, we'll need to tackle several missions first.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
A ver.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
This script was adapted from the real history of the Marechaussee Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Ha sido.
Many of my habits are customs I've adopted from the Marechaussee Hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law. Loaded.
Ahora se imagina es Clorinde de regalo.
Time to testify.
Madam Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present.
So vast and mysterious. There must be quite a story behind this place. So, I'll explore this place with you to the end. Let's never stop hoping for victory. Way ahead of you! Move or be moved!
Not that I doubt your fighting ability, of course.
Ay, sabes qué tal.
So much more dangerous in there than I ever imagined. Well, if it hurts, just let me know. Let's blow bubbles!
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto?
Don't be nervous, just relax.
A strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from.
But they don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Mola, la verdad está molando.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
The way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee Hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite the gamble. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
That way, Captain Dainself could accomplish his own goal.
Wow.
The loom of fate has already been completed.
Traveler, let me ask you this.
What?
Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
What? What? Hostia. Hostia. Primer código. Venga, continuamos.
It looks like our first mission is here.
Wow, ha molado muchísimo, ha molado muchísimo. Y ese final,
Our first mission is to
diciendo
introduce new
Dainself diciendo,
characters.
a ver
Alright,
si
this
crees
is
que
getting
es
exciting.
hermano.
All right then.
Hermana,
Well, how about we start off by introducing Fontaine's strongest champion duelist, Clorinde.
You would say that.
Traicionado, ha molado
In
muchísimo.
my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
Para, pam, para, pam.
Ready.
Pam, pararara.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
¿Qué tal? Es que estoy mirando un poco tuyo.
Those animations.
Wow.
Did you see that
So
ultimate?
good. That ultimate is so cool.
A ver qué tal es.
Clorinde's strength actually has a
Clorinde.
really interesting origin. She inherited it from the Marashose Hunters.
Ooh, the hunters from the artifact set.
Mm-hmm.
The Marashose Hunters were an organization that defeated monsters and upheld justice from the shadows. I think the
Shadow
group's name
Hunter.
has also been mentioned in some of Fontaine's historical records.
Exactly. The Marashose Hunters have a long history. To modern-day Fontanians, they're nothing more than an old legend from novels and plays, but for Clorinde, the Marashose Hunters' legacy is really real. If travelers want to learn more about the Marashose Hunters, then be sure
La
to
misión
check out
legendaria.
Clorinde's story
Vamos
quest
a ver más
in
acerca de
Hoyoverse.
Clorinde.
I want to learn more about the Marashose Hunters.
Perfect, then let's get into her combat abilities. Clorinde is categorized as an electro sword user, but she actually uses both a sword and a pistolet to attack her enemies during combat.
Vale, con
Now, her
espada
normal
o
attack
me
deals
esto.
physical damage by performing up to 5 consecutive strikes. During her charged attack, Clorinde uses her pistolet to target enemies in a V shape in front of her. Also, Clorinde has developed a special ritual over the years. She always polishes her weapon before each duel.
That is so dignified of her.
I know, right?
And kind of adorable. Even the champion duelist of Fontaine has a cute side, huh?
Aw.
Ah.
Sarah is starting to sound just like Sigewinne.
Oh, what?
Though it's probably a meaningful ritual for Clorinde, right?
That's exactly right. It's a habit that helps Clorinde focus on the
Vale,
opponent in
también
front of her.
tendrá una mecánica
In fact,
parecida
Clorinde's
a...
elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability
Ahí
that demonstrates
está.
how potent she can be when she's focused. Check this out. During combat, unleashing Clorinde's elemental skill will cause her to enter the Night Vigil state. During
Wow.
this state, Clorinde can unleash 2 different types of special attacks. Her normal attacks will be converted
¿Cómo
into
mola?
Swift
¿Cómo
Hunt
mola?
pistolet attacks,
¿Cómo
and her
mola
elemental
esto,
skill
Dios
will be
mío?
converted into a lunging attack, Impale the Night.
Huh. It looks like Clorinde gains a bond of life during her elemental skill. Does the skill have any additional effects?
Oh, good
Dios mío.
perception on those eyes. Those Swift Hunt pistolet attacks increase
Dios
Clorinde's
mío.
bond of life, and her lunging attack, Impale the Night, will clear the bond of life.
Wait, so she accumulates the bond with one hand and then clears it with the other?
Oh, hey, that's a really good explanation. Yeah, Clorinde's special attacks have different effects depending on the value of her bond of life. So when her bond of life is like relatively low, her Swift Hunt pistolet attacks have a piercing effect, and they deal greater damage. But when her bond of life is relatively high, her lunging attack, Impale the Night, has a greater
No sé por
AoE
qué
and
pegar,
deals
sean
higher
personajes un
damage.
poco
Ah, gotcha, I get it. So Clorinde is meant to use her pistolet to accumulate a bond of life and then use her sword to clear it once it reaches a certain amount. And that way, both attacks benefit each other.
Bingo! Though you should remember the effect of one of Clorinde's unique talents. So when she's in the Night Vigil state, any healing other than the one provided by her lunging attack, Impale the Night, will be converted into a bond of life. This unique talent
Nice.
allows different healing effects to alter the pacing of Clorinde's
A ver
gameplay,
qué tal, ¿no?
so travelers can experiment with a variety of different tactical combinations.
That's cool.
Also, although Clorinde is most renowned as a champion duelist, she has never forgotten her identity as a Marashose Hunter. So during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall, Clorinde draws on her Marashose Hunter heritage to unleash an ancient skill that empowers mortals to fight deadly monsters. This ability allows her to swiftly evade enemy attacks and strike her opponents. Her burst deals AoE electro damage and grants her a bond of life based on her max HP.
Wow, that's so cool. But if that power is designed to fight monsters, is it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Clorinde just has to adjust the amount of force that she puts behind those blows.
That makes sense.
Also, Clorinde can draw on the strength of her companions after unlocking her passive talent, Dark Shattering Flame. Man, that sounds cool. So, when a nearby party member triggers an electro-related reaction, the electro damage dealt by her normal attack and her elemental burst will increase based on her attack value. Though, no, there is a ceiling to the damage bonus that she can gain from this effect. Clorinde also has another passive talent called Lawful Remuneration. If her bond of life is greater than or equal to a certain percentage, then a change in her bond of life value will increase her crit rate. That's right. And while she's in the Night Vigil state, the percentage of healing converted into a bond of life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vale, si
And
tiene
finally,
esta base
being a
así,
champion
tiene más
duelist gives
diferencia, más
Clorinde
crítico.
strong familiarity with all the regions of Fontaine. So,
Vale.
when she's in your party, Clorinde can reveal the locations of Fontaine regional resources on the minimap.
So awesome. I'm sure that travelers will be eager to use her to uncover treasure, defeat monsters, and of course, uphold justice.
Not necessarily in that order.
So, Clorinde is usually pretty stern and composed as a champion duelist, but I wonder how she unwinds. Like, does she have any hobbies? I'm sure that she has some interest outside of work. I mean, she's always accepting cosmetic products from Sigewinne and making sure to return the favor because she's sweet.
Aw, and yeah, of course she does. Clorinde is an active member of the tabletop troupe during her
Ah,
off
el club de
hours.
los
So,
juegos de
in
rol.
version 4.7, travelers won't just have the chance to learn more about the Marashose Hunters during her story quest, the Reparia chapter. They'll also get to join Clorinde on a very special tabletop troupe adventure. Woo! I
Con un
love
evento de rol.
TTRPGs so much.
Ooh, I know, I'm so excited.
Un evento de rol, va a ver.
And with all of that, that is all the information that I have to share about Clorinde. So, next up, let's introduce our adorable little
Vale, desde
Sigewinne.
Clorinde 6 minutos han estado volando.
Hold on. We gotta look at her demo first.
Yes!
You only get one body, so you gotta take care of it. But it's
O sea,
just as
tenemos ese
important to
juguete.
take care of your
Forma
mind.
como juguete. Parapa. Parata.
He might feel a little prick.
She's so cute, it's
Aquí no
unreal.
gira, este mira quién de quién es en japonés.
So much. The bubble has ears on it.
I would love
Mira,
to
aquí
fly
no.
around on a bubble like that. She's with her little legs dangling in the air.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant syringe.
A ver si me suena de algún anime que haya visto.
Those bubbles are so big. Her kit looks
Vale,
really
One
fun.
Piece sale.
But if that's the syringe she uses on her patients, I can see why they might be nervous about getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your medicine, and since she's the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede, Sigewinne
Pero
wants everyone to
según
stay
esto.
healthy. She believes that taking care of your body is the most important goal, but she often encounters people who overwork themselves in the production zone, so she always tries to sneak them healthy meals, but she doesn't think that's a substitute for some proper rest.
Oh,
No sé, según Wikipedia ponía que sale en,
well rested if you want to keep up with Sigewinne.
en esto.
For sure, she seems like such a caring and
En
attentive
One
person.
Piece.
But then, what's she like when she fights?
Well, Sigewinne is a hydro bow user. Her normal attack unleashes up to 3 consecutive attacks. During the second and third
Pero
attacks,
igual
Sigewinne
estaba
takes out a
mal.
kill and tosses
Estaría
it
mal.
at her opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
Look at the size of that thing.
She can make
Ponía
aimed shots using her charged
esto.
attack. Once the shot is held and fully charged, Sigewinne's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to release
Ah,
the
no,
arrow.
digo, le gustan las
and
le
also,
gustaban
Sigewinne
One
uses a
Piece y
specially made
Daishikoshi,
bubble gun to
así
fire
que
a
nada.
giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy. The projectile bounces between nearby opponents, dealing hydro damage to anyone it touches and restoring HP to all nearby
Vale, no me
party
suena
members,
ninguno.
well, except for Sigewinne herself. Sigewinne will be healed a certain amount of health
No me
when
suena
the
ningún
bolstering
anime.
bubble bomb disappears,
Pero la
which
de
is based on her max
Gabriel
HP.
Tropa.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Please don't make me.
You know, travelers
Pero
could
nada.
have a bubble blowing contest with their Sigewinnes. Would that be great? You can have that
Well,
idea
it's
for free.
exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
bubbles. The longer you hold her elemental skill, the larger the bubble grows. Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater the damage and healing effect. And if a large bubble hits a weaker enemy, they'll be trapped inside.
Whoa.
Guys, it's like she's trapping them in a cage of kindness.
Like the hydro
you can tell she cares about her bedside manner is so strong.
Hey, wait a second. Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops? It looks like Sigewinne creates 2 source water droplets when she fires a bubble. And it looks like she gains a bond of life when she touches them. How does that work?
I can't explain that as well. Since she has
A
training
ver.
as a nurse, Sigewinne understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sigewinne can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sigewinne can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Neat.
Ah, so Sigewinne's healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right. While a
Nice.
bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sigewinne. After she unlocks her talent, detailed diagnosis, thorough treatment, Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot less scary.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing nearby source water droplets, Sigewinne will use the syringe to spray enemies in front of her. This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
Wait, that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical
A
treatment.
huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she just wants everyone to be as healthy as possible.
Yeah, right? Sigewinne wants every patient to get a proper amount of rest.
Buenas,
After
buenas,
unlocking her
¿qué?
passive talent requires appropriate rest.
Nada.
Unleashing her elemental skill will
A ver,
also
esta de
trigger a
Sigewinne.
semi-strict
Estoy bien,
rest effect.
estoy bien.
This effect will grant her a
Aquí
hydro
tienes, te
damage
paso el
bonus
primer código
and several
para que
stacks of
lo tengas.
convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills,
Ahí tienes el primer
Sigewinne can
código,
consume a
Sean.
stack of
El
convalescence
primer
to
código
increase
que han,
that
que han
elemental
pasado.
skill damage.
I like how it's only semi-strict. Like, you know, not super strict, because she couldn't be super strict.
Just a little.
Wow, so it seems like the bond of life mechanic is pretty integral to both Sigewinne and Clorinde's kits. That sure was a lot of information, though.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see these abilities in action.
And travelers
A ver, ¿qué
won't
tal?
just be limited to the playstyles that they've seen here, right? As I understand it, the mechanics leave a lot of room for open experimentation.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And outside of combat, Melusines are very connected to the ocean, so Sigewinne always takes care of her companions during underwater exploration. Sigewinne is especially helpful when her friends are endangered by underwater enemies. She can use her emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party member for
¿Qué
a
mierda?
period of time.
¿Qué mierda pasiva
Unfortunately,
tiene?
doing so will lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
There's
Les
always
cura cuando
advice.
están bajo el agua si tienen poca vida. Les cura, pero les quita la
That seems like a skill that would come in
resistencia.
handy, though. Sigewinne is always looking out for us. Thanks, head nurse.
Of course.
¿Qué mierda de
Oh,
pasiva
and
es
I've got
eso?
a quick question for you all.
Yes.
Have you noticed any differences between Sigewinne and other
Sí,
Melusines?
que Sigewinne parece
I
más
think her
humana.
appearance and her interests definitely stand out. Like, if you ignore the tail and the feelers on her head, then she actually doesn't look that different from a human child.
How could you ignore those?
Right. Well, true, fair. But also, she's interested in beauty, and she knows a lot about skincare, and she actually even contributes to the most famous beauty magazine in Fontaine.
Did not know that.
Oh, and her medical knowledge.
Right.
We haven't encountered any other Melusines who give medical treatment to humans.
era la
But
primera.
Sigewinne seems to care the most about the people of Fontaine.
And she's also one of the few Melusines who work in the Fortress of Maripede, right?
Right.
I mean, generally speaking, not many people are willing to treat criminals. Not even a Melusine's open-mindedness usually goes that far, right?
Sigewinne's does. You're all bringing up great points. Don't you think that Sigewinne's differences
A ver,
from
que
the other
sabremos por qué se
Melusines
parece
make her
así
seem more unique and
o en
approachable
su
at the
misión
same time?
legendaria.
In the Narrow E chapter, travelers will have the chance to learn more about the background of this very special
Que
Melusine
estaba
and her
claro,
personal story.
estaba claro.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, speaking of story
Era
quests,
de
didn't
Zethos.
travelers meet a mysterious youngster last
Era
version?
Zethos, a ver.
Sometime during Sino's story quest? Well, travelers will now have the opportunity to add him to their parties. He recently left the desert, and he's eager to travel around. So, Zach, why don't you introduce him?
Go, Zach.
Oh, me? Okay, then. Let's take a look at Sethos' demo.
If you're always asking why, you end up thinking yourself into a corner.
Ta-da.
Sometimes it's better to let go. Piece of
Ta-da-da.
space.
Whoa,
wow.
okay.
His design is so cool.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, the clothes and the hair, I love it.
Right?
Sethos didn't just get power and wisdom from his desert heritage, he's also talented in archery. Sethos has always loved hiking, and he has a great sense of direction. Whether he's exploring the desert or the rainforest, he knows the roads like the back of his hand. And he always knows where to find the best regional specialties. Yeah, you probably know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumeru regional specialties on the minimap.
Nice.
Cool. Wait, so I'm curious. He's lived in a remote desert for his entire life, and he carries the weight of such an ancient legacy. To me, it seems like someone with that kind of upbringing would either be like really introverted or just super arrogant, but Sethos doesn't seem like that at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sethos is a very open-minded and cheerful person. As the successor to the mysterious Temple of Silence, he had more educational opportunities than other people who live in Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him to learn about other people and places. He has a very open mind, and he tries to be optimistic. In fact, his personality is a huge help in getting along with other people.
So wait, that sounds like... Are you saying he's a social butterfly?
I guess. He's a pretty busy guy, and he lives a pretty varied lifestyle. And he's around the same age as the General Mahamatra Sino. He occasionally visits the academia, he's always trying to make friends in Sumeru City, and he enjoys browsing goods at the Grand Bazaar. But we've already talked a lot about his hobbies. Let's move on to what he can do in combat. Yes. Sethos' aim shot has a special variant when charged to level 2. He can't move when his attack is charged to its second level, but it allows him to fire a powerful shadow-piercing shot that can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to targets in its path. Sethos' talent, Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim shot by consuming elemental energy. Some elemental energy will also be consumed after releasing the shot.
Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge, so I think that means players need to store up elemental energy to fire the shadow-piercing shot faster, right? Hey, wait a minute, I feel like this is the first Genshin Impact character who actually consumes elemental energy while firing aim shots.
What?
Yeah, you're right on.
Hey.
That's why Sethos has an elemental skill that helps him restore elemental energy.
Useful.
It's an ancient ritual that deals AoE electro damage, and it also restores elemental energy whenever a hit on an enemy triggers an overloaded, electrocharged, superconduct, electroswell, quicken, activate, or hyperblue reaction. That's a lot. But travelers also have another option for firing powerful shots. By unleashing his elemental burst, Sethos will perform an ancient ritual that was passed down from King Deshret's era. He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal attacks to enemy-piercing dust bolts that deal increased damage based on his elemental mastery.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds like a mini version of the shadow-piercing shot, only it doesn't take as much time to fire.
Useful. Okay, also it seems like the records of King Deshret have a lot of powerful abilities, so between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered other mysterious rituals and techniques?
Of course!
Yo.
I'm sure that the Temple of Silence has a whole archive of secrets. One of his other talents will also increase the damage dealt by a shadow-piercing shot for a period of time, based on his elemental mastery.
Okay, all right, sounds like the Temple of Silence is a real impressive legacy.
No kidding.
So many ancient rituals.
Sethos is definitely a talented fighter who can make full use of his martial heritage. He's similar to Clorinde in that sense.
Yeah. Oh wow, we finished the first mission.
Nice, I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Let's get it.
Oh, it looks like we'll have to uncover hidden secrets in our next mission.
Why are all you guys looking at me?
Well, I mean, secrets are kind of your area of expertise.
Dainself.
All your character does is speak in riddles.
Speak plainly, sir.
Yeah,
okay, that's a good point. Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one who can shed some light on the hidden secrets.
Oh, here he goes.
So here we go. Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story will become available in version 4.7. Travelers will finally reunite with Dainself. We'll share more information about Conria's past. That's what you guys were waiting for, right?
Yeah. And also, I, got to break out my voice acting skills for this patch, you guys.
Oh my gosh, words come out of your mouth.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. This time, Ether and Lumine will get to meet face to face. And based on what we heard in the trailer, it seems like the Loom of Fate is now complete. So travelers can look forward to learning more about Kari Bear in this.
We just can't reveal everything right now, okay? Leave some secrets for me. These are important secrets.
Okay.
We can call off the snipers, call off the snipers.
Thanks. Look, I get it that everyone can barely contain their excitement. So, I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
What is it?
Come
Oh, I
on.
love surprises.
It is. You'll know very soon, I promise. But first, we need to introduce the event wishes, okay? So, in the first phase of version 4.7, Clorinde and Alhaitham will be featured in the event wishes. Sethos will be the new 4-star unit that appears on this event wish banner. And in the second phase of the version, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Sigewinne and Farina. And, because there's never enough, a new 5-star sword, Absolution, and a new 5-star bow, Silver Shower Heartstrings, will also be featured on their respective weapon banners.
They look so good.
So cool. Right? All right, okay. I've made y'all wait long enough. Let's bring out the surprise.
Yes!
I hope everyone enjoys it.
Let's go!
Tan mal. A ver. El anime. Esto es el anime. Este es el anime. El anime. Ya el anime. anime. Monster, Dainself. Yeah. Hostia, el puto anime. El anime. El anime. Este es el Valle Shenyun este. ¿Pero qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Fecha de salida. Inazuma. Know that I will always try. Funny, you're right there and right. Through the nights so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far. Showing the way when all is falls apart. Wow, no me lo creo. No me lo creo. No me lo creo. El puto anime. El puto anime. El puto anime. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Fecha. Fecha, por favor. La fecha. Genshin Impact. No hay fecha.
Back, travelers.
Thank you.
I think it's about time we introduce this domain behind us.
Yes, bring on the challenge. I'm so ready.
El maldito anime.
The location of this challenge seems
Maldito
pretty
anime,
intriguing.
Dios mío.
Paimon and the Traveler discovered a secret room within the Mondstadt library, and they've received an invitation to participate in a mysterious performance.
Oh, I love secret rooms and libraries. I've always wanted one. So that's right, the all-new event, Imaginarium Theater, will become available in version 4.7 for travelers who are adventure rank 35 or higher.
Nice. Wait, so this is a library? Wow.
The coolest library.
I know, it looks a lot different from what I imagined. It's huge.
Yeah, it kind of looks more like a magic castle.
Right? So cool. I would live there.
Please.
So, travelers will encounter a concierge in the area who calls himself Wolfie.
Aww.
I know, he's so cute. Wolfie. He'll reveal that this room was created by a mage and that he's waiting for a guest to take the stage. He is also a poet. That guest will hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
Bring on that main character energy.
Ooh. After arriving in this room, travelers just need to interact with this strange book in order to participate in the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wow, that was fast. But what kind of challenge is it?
Oh, let me tell you. Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions. Now, only characters who wield specific elemental types will be allowed to participate. So travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
What if we don't have enough characters in our roster who meet the requirements?
Good thinking, but you won't have to worry about that. Because first off, 6 characters will be designated as the initial lineup for each challenge. Trial characters will be provided for travelers that are missing any of those characters.
Nice.
And travelers can also invite special guest characters to participate in the challenges that aren't restricted by the event requirements. In addition, travelers can also designate a certain number of characters as supports for their friends. They can also select their friends' supporting characters to join their own team.
That's a nice way to get to try new characters.
Right? Friends. Who would say no to more friends?
Support each other in stage combat.
Mola.
And during the current challenge period, those 6 designated characters who make the initial lineup will gain fantastical blessings. This will grant them buffs that remain potent even outside of the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wait. So you're saying those buffs aren't just active during the challenge itself?
Yes!
Wow. You're kidding. Wait, okay, the mage behind the theater must be super powerful.
Oh, super powerful. And I know that everyone's probably wondering why it looked like we had to select so many characters just now, but characters will consume vigor while participating in Imaginarium Theater combat challenges. So when a character's vigor is fully depleted,
Dios
you will
mío,
no
cómo ha
longer be able
molado.
to fight, and you will have to replace them with a new character.
It's time for some R&R.
Ah, I get it. So when you select your
Cómo ha
characters, you
molado.
have to pay attention to how well they work together.
Yes.
And also how well they can fill in for each other.
Exactly.
Involved strategy.
And I should also mention that not all selected characters will immediately appear in your team.
Ba-da-da-da.
Some characters can only be gathered by progressing through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle, or when you encounter certain special events.
Cool. So assembling your team is
Maldito
part of the
anime, en
challenge.
serio, lo que amo,
Yes,
me ha
which
molado.
makes it even more fun. But let me
Esto
explain a little more
no
about
voy a
the
atender
special
a
events that
esto.
I mentioned. Travelers can choose
En
to
serio,
spend
ya no voy a atender,
Fantasia
bueno,
flowers to
obviamente
trigger
voy a
events during
atender.
the story. Now, some
Pero no
events
es lo
will unlock
mismo,
certain
no es
characters for battle,
lo mismo.
and others may trigger certain
A ver, es que yo me
perils.
esperaba el,
So travelers will have to choose
el anuncio
very
de fecha.
carefully,
Ooh, no pressure.
right?
Pero esperaba, pero no ha
Travelers
podido
can
ser.
collect performance toward rewards by completing challenges and finalizing their performance results. The first time they complete a challenge, travelers will
Hostia.
also receive a debut performance gift.
Hostia.
Travelers who
Hostia.
feel
Hostia,
particularly
sí que hay
confident can
protogemas
try
en
to
este
attain the
evento.
star challenge
Sí que hay
condition during
protogemas
each
en este
stage.
evento.
They'll be able to obtain different levels of performance medals that correspond with the difficulty of the challenge. These medals can be displayed on their profile.
Go ahead and show off.
And that's not all, right? Travelers can also obtain toy medals during this event, which they can exchange with Wolfie the Concierge. In return, travelers will receive special poses for their characters when taking photos.
Awesome!
Right?
Travelers will be able to take all sorts of new cool pictures. I am excited to see new poses.
So hyped.
Me too. And also, more poses will be added whenever Imaginarium Theater is updated.
Yes, and finally, each performance in the Imaginarium Theater has several difficulty levels, and each one has a different number of challenges. Higher difficulty levels will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
As Wolfie the Concierge likes to say,
When the brilliant golden glow of the treasure
es esto?
beckons,
Es
don't
este
you
evento.
hesitate. Just go
Que
open
me
it.
intento simplemente puedes ganar más protogemas que en todo el
Of
evento
course,
de la
it'll take time for
4.6,
travelers to
en
raise
todo
the
el parche
necessary
4.6.
characters and understand how they fit into this new challenge. And I'm sure travelers are always looking for ways to get more primo gems.
Just said the magic word.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Each month, Imaginarium Theater will alternate with updates with the Spiral
Ah,
Abyss.
esto es una
In
cosa-
addition, the total rewards that can be gained
va,
from
esto
the
es
Spiral
como
Abyss
un
has been
endgame.
increased from 600 primo
Esto va a ser
gems
como un
to
endgame.
800 primo gems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Una cosa como
More
abismo.
information will be available across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so keep a lookout.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ooh, the background is changing.
Ooh, here we go,
Let's
here
see
we
what
go.
else this version has.
Vale,
in
otro
store.
evento. Ah, pensaba que era un evento, pero no.
Security enhancing
Pero no
simulation.
era-
Huh.
Era
I see some
esto.
hilly churls and ruin guards, so I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes.
Era esto.
Sort of. Travelers
un
won't be
arco.
engaging monsters directly. Instead, they'll be able to command monsters to fight in a cooperative simulation. The Millilith will be hosting a strategic war game to improve their understanding of security needs throughout Teyvat. They'll be accompanied by representatives from Mondstadt's Knights of Favonius, Inazuma's Yashiro Commission, Sumeru's Corps of 30, and Fontaine's Special Patrol. Their joint exercise is intended to improve military tactics across the continent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Wow. You're making this event sound really official.
That was my official voice. I'm just doing my best. As I was saying, you can play two different kinds of scenarios in the event.
Dios mío,
Assault
man.
scenarios and defense scenarios.
La verdad,
As
la
special
están
representatives
sacando.
to the simulation, travelers will need to analyze enemy formations and deploy the best units for completing the challenge.
In assault scenarios, you only need to select your combat units and deploy them within your staging area. So
Vale.
once the scenario
Este va a
begins,
ser un
the
como
unit
de
will
estos de
automatically
los
start attacking your
hongos, pero
opponents.
con
So sit
monstruos.
back and I don't know if you can relax when these things are coming at you, but try.
Clearly not.
Pew pew.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna give this a try.
Ooh, brave.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
Oh.
How come my hilly churl archers got wiped out so quickly?
Oh, no. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention something important.
You
Sorry.
know.
I know. But here, we can fix it now. Some types of combat units are more effective against others. Ranged units like Hilly Churl archers are vulnerable to melee units like Mighty Churls. But don't fret, you can turn a bad situation around if you choose the best units to tackle the opponents on the battlefield.
Just
Vale.
choose the best unit, Zach.
Exact, just choose the best units.
Just
dude.
choose the best unit.
Simple fix.
In defense scenarios, you need to deploy units to effectively counter enemies who are attacking from multiple directions. So,
Vale,
defeating
este es como el
enemy
tower
units with
defense
top
este que
support
ponía
units,
que
which can
había.
then be used to deploy additional combat units and frontline structures.
As the unit's commander, travelers can use their leadership skills to create favorable conditions for their team. And if they're successful, then travelers can obtain various rewards from the Mutual Security Enhancing Simulation event. These rewards include Primo Gems, a Crown of Insight, and a 4-star bow, Cloud Forged.
A ver cómo será todo esto.
Okay, and next up, we're introducing
Otro
another
evento.
combat-related event,
Otro evento.
Endless Forms
Yuhu.
Most Martial.
Ooh, okay. I'm guessing that this one is gonna test some different skills.
Yeah, you betcha. In the previous event, travelers only got to simulate combat, but the environment on a real battlefield is way more unpredictable. And that's why it's important to come up with combat tactics on the fly and take advantage
Para.
of battlefield conditions. So, In endless forms most martial, travelers will have to defeat enemies according to the special rules of each stage. For example, some challenges may require travelers to defeat enemies affected by the electro-charged condition, and that is the only way to accumulate progress towards the challenge goal. Now, once they satisfy the requirements, they'll be able to earn rewards.
I'm appreciating all these rewards.
Yes, I love rewards. So this is one of those challenges that requires you to strategize.
Indeedy. Oh, okay, let's move on to our next event. I'm gonna try this announcer voice. Yeah. I've gotten a report about a loud boom that just went off in a rather unremarkable part of Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I like that news. It must have come from that crocodile-shaped cannon. That thing looks pretty scary.
Never fear, viewers. I wouldn't worry about it, actually.
Shoo.
This cannon was modified by a Fontanian engineer. It's now just a toy cannon that you can use to fire hydro bullets. So,
okay, well, why not indeed, if that's the case. Travelers will need to allocate energy to the cannon and choose the correct firing mode to destroy as many target balls as possible within the time limit. They'll even be rewarded for their trouble.
Was there ever a doubt? In order to keep the event interesting, special types of target balls will appear during the challenge. They will produce different effects when they are destroyed. So, be sure to check it out for yourselves in the new update.
Cool. You guys, that's my kind of old school arcade games, because I'm an old school, I'm just old. Anyway.
It's like, oh no, not that.
Our next event takes place in the land of monsters.
Estos eventos son de pasártelos en una tarde. Esperar que todo esté desbloqueado y después pasártelos en una
Travelers who
tarde.
follow her script will be able to embark on a wondrous journey of literature and imagination. And the script will lead travelers to mysterious locales where they will have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet curtain assaults from, various mechanisms and collect enough labyrinth coins. No big deal, you can do it.
Easy peasy.
Wicked warlocks will also be scattered across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like it.
Nice.
If you defeat them, then you can earn even more coins.
Ooh, it looks like we'll have to move really skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
No pressure.
But hey, don't worry. Travelers can take advantage of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to deal with. You'll also be able to get rewards more easily if you're smart about how you use them.
That sounds great.
So great.
Speaking of strategies, the new version will be adding more updates to the Genius Invocation TCG.
Más
Travelers
cartas.
can look forward to
Está
more
bien,
character
Siñán,
cards,
Purina,
monster cards, and action cards.
Eventos.
Also, more NPCs will be ready to challenge travelers
Y el
in the open
narval
world.
de esto del
And I hope they're
escorpión
ready to
y... A ver,
lose. Oh, well.
You can take a challenge.
Also, the Leyline Overflow event will also return in the new version, so don't miss out.
Whew, that was a lot of information.
el evento
Let's
este
take a
de
break while we
doble
take a look at the
de...
last
de
redemption
moras o
code.
libros.
See you soon.
El tercer código.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back.
Hasta pronto.
Hello.
Welcome back to the version 4.7 special program. Looks like we completed this domain
Ha
challenge.
terminado, pero...
Was there ever any doubt?
Piece of cake.
I think you'll find I am very, very pro.
Pero yo creo que
Now it's time to tell
van a
everyone
mostrar
about
algo
the
más.
new optimizations in the latest update.
Yes, please.
First up, the encounter point
Optimizaciones.
system for collecting daily commission rewards will now be unlocked at adventure rank 24. Hopefully, this helps travelers level up more quickly.
Vale, para los nuevos
And
jugadores...
now for some
Más
really
antes.
exciting news.
Algo para mejorar a los
Travelers' max
nuevos
resistance
jugadores.
will be increased from 160
La
to
resina va a aumentar
200.
a 200, esto ya se anunció.
You might notice from the video that version 4.7 will have some other optimizations. Be sure to check them out for
Más
yourselves in-game.
amigos. Esto para ponerle artefactos que no están equipados así, para...
All right, that looks like all the information we have to share today. Bye, travelers.
What?
Just kidding.
wait.
No, I'm just kidding.
A ver,
Of course,
falta
I
una
wouldn't
cosa,
sign off
lo
without
sabes que sí
giving you
sabía.
guys the chance to talk about your time here on the special program. How was it?
I have things to say. No, I'm so thrilled to join this amazing voice cast, and I'm excited for everyone to get to see Sigewinne in action and add her to your parties, I hope, and
Yes.
just see how cute she is with her little pills and her adorable little syringe. Take it.
Oh my God. And
Thank you very much.
yeah, same here to everything that Sarah said. It's such an honor to join the cast. I'm so excited that Clorinde is finally coming out. I hope everyone has fun, meeting her and learning more about her. And also, I'm really excited for these combat events. I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing this game, and my favorite thing's beating things up in this world.
Yeah. No, me too.
Love fighting these monsters.
And you guys, I have not been playing this game for years, and so while Dainself is a man of mystery, this game, so much of it is a mystery to me. And you guys were so welcoming today, and I learned so much. And I don't know, is this the thing that finally gets me to start playing?
Oh.
Are you guys a gateway?
Ooh.
Did that just happen?
Did we get him?
This is it. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this with you guys. I'm so excited for Imaginarium Theater, of course, all the new characters, and the new Archon quest because I got some new voice lines. Oh, yeah.
He speaks! More!
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys, and see y'all in game. See y'all in game.
Bye, everybody!
Bye. No hay ni snippet de... así de Natlan. De Natlan, esto, chaval. Enemigo de Natlan. No, de esto de que se meten bajo tierra, no. Los odio. ¡Ay, qué mono! Va, esos serán las nuevas mecánicas que habrá en Natlan. Serán las nuevas mecánicas que habrá en Natlan. Hostia. Hostia, mola. Ha estado muy bien, la verdad. Muy bien. Ha estado muy bien. La verdad, no sé qué te ha